Hi everyone, it's Laura from Lau of Attraction Life Coaching. I wanted to talk to you today about something that happened to me yesterday. So I was walking home and I came around a corner and I saw a man who had collapsed on the floor and was not responsive. So me and another bystander began CPR on him. I'm first aid trained. I used to work in dentistry and I had the pleasure of becoming CPR trained and defibrillator trained and trained in paediatric resuscitation. And it isn't the first time I've used my first aid skills, but I am fairly sure that the man that I did CPR on yesterday didn't make it. And that was a first. Every time that I've ever had to come to a CPR, come to a first aid incident, has always been really successful, and the person that I've helped has been okay and has gone on to survive. And yesterday, I'm fairly sure that the gentleman that I helped with didn't make it, sadly. And it's, it has quite affected me, actually. And something that I've been thinking about since yesterday is how fragile and how fleeting life is. This man had just gone out to do some errands. I think he'd been in the pub that he had collapsed outside of. And, he'd just gone out, met some friends maybe gone for a drink. And then, had come around the corner and presumably had a heart attack. And we never know when our time is up. And we never know when our day is going to be our last one. And, I've been sitting here for the last sort of 24 hours just kind of assessing my life and looking at the things around me and the things that I do and questioning whether or not the things in my life are the things that, I want, and that am I living my life to my full potential. And, I suppose regardless of what we do or how hard we try, really, none of us will probably ever reach our true potential. Maybe not, I don't know. But, I wanted to kind of bring the message to you guys that what is it in your life that you want to do? I became a life coach because I have spent a huge proportion of my life wishing I was dead, and waking up in the morning regretful that I've woken up because I was living in such great depression at the time. And, I'm really happy to say that that isn't my life anymore, and that, I'm very joyful and very happy. A bit tearful today, but, that's different. But, I see people that have got so much potential in them and so many gifts and creative abilities, and they get kind of caught up in the day-to-day of society, and then they let themselves go to rack and ruin, and before you know it, you're 60, 70, and you spent most of your life working for a job to achieve somebody else's dreams as opposed to your own, and you haven't done the things that you wanted to do. People kind of get on the treadmill and they forget to get off at some point, or they don't realise that there is another way other than the treadmill for them to have lives that are successful and happy. And the question comes down to, what is it that you want to do? And is the fear of doing it truly bigger than the regret of not? Because at some point, you're going to have to answer to yourself, whether it be in your dying moment or, another time when you suddenly come to the realization that you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve. But, at some point you're going to have to reckon with yourself, and you're going to have to answer the question, why did I not use my life to the full potential that I could have done? And I look back and I think of all the years that I've wasted being unhappy. And I suppose the reason why I coach and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now is because it gives some value to those years. If I didn't help people that were in the same situation as me, if I didn't help people to change their lives and to become better, then all of those years would have been completely wasted. There would be no point in having them have happened in my life. And what's the point in learning a lesson if you're not able to help other people with theirs? So I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit and, impart something that's happened, in my life. And I want to encourage you guys that no matter how scary something can feel or something can be, doing the thing that scares the hell out of you is a lot less than, sitting there and having to deal with lifelong regrets of things that you didn't do, And I'm here to help you guys, if you want to change your lives, get in touch, because I'm here to help. I've changed my life around and I want to help other people to be able to do that. And, life is so short. It really is. And, one day, today might be the day that you walk out and you don't come home again. And did you make the most of that time? The time that you've had here? From now on, I want to live every day to the full. I want to help as many people as I can. I want to, write my books, and I want to coach, and I want to change lives, because then I know that with every life that I've changed, with every person that I've helped, my life hasn't been in vain, and it never will have been. And the pain that I went through won't have been in vain. And even just helping that man yesterday, even if he didn't survive, I know that I was there with him and he had somebody to help him that cared. And that's all we really can ask for in life. So, God, didn't want to do this. Sorry, guys. But, I want you to sit down and I want you to look at your lives, and I want you to question if you're on the real path that you want to be on, and are you doing the things that you want to do? Because if you're not, when are you going to start? Because when you keep waiting for tomorrow, you're missing today, and you may never get that chance. So I'd like you to make the effort today. Sit down. Take 5 minutes for yourself and say, who do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to do? And if you need help, get in touch. I've got free podcasts on the YouTube channel that give you advice and help on how to change things in your life. And, I'm offering, I've got a coaching program that's 21 days. It's here to, change the way that you think about yourself. And, I've got a free coaching group that you can come to in Cardiff. Just let people help you. Let me help you. And let's make this generation the generation of people where they're actually happy and they're doing the things that they want to be doing, and that they're serving themselves and serving the public and the world, and, you know, that we are living in our greatest spiritual potential.